It's not how much you have, it's how you use it. On the rise and fall of Vine, the 6-second video sharing platform. Let's start with the basics. What is Vine? For the uninitiated, Vine is, well, more like was, a social media video sharing platform where users could post 6-second videos for the followers to see and interact with through likes, comments, and shares, called Revines. The company Vine was funded in June of 2012 and was acquired by Twitter in October of that very same year. On January of 2013, Vine officially launched on the Apple App Store and was made available on Android phones shortly after. By December of 2015, Vine boasted of 200 million active users, a feat that not many social media platforms can say. All good things must come to an end, and in October of 2016, the Vine team announced on a Medium blog post that the platform will be discontinued shortly thereafter. Currently, the only methods to access all that treasured content is through other video sharing platforms such as YouTube or Vimeo, where the short videos may have been re-uploaded. Originally, Vine kept the Vine.co website as a sort of archives of all the Vines for people to view but not interact with. Unfortunately, not even that archive remains to this day. Instead, one can fulfill the nostalgia by enjoying one of the many compilations of manually curated Vines that are readily available for consumption, such as Vines to watch, Vines that keep me from ending it, rare and well-done Vines I quote on the daily, that I can claim from memory, friends and I quote Vines I reference I made a Vine compilation, my favorite Vines of all time, Vines that butter Microsoft, a Vine compilation and underrated weird niche humor. Basically, there's a whole load of them out there. Through these compilations, Vine can live on with us. For such a successful video sharing platform with no problems to acquire or maintain a massive user base, it begs the question of why Vine was shut down during its glory days. To cut a long story short, the main reason was, you guessed it, money. Their financial problems were twofold: funding the app and allowing the creators to earn a living within the service. On the side of the app itself, it was an issue of morals. The creators wanted to keep the platform as ad-free as possible. It was also rather difficult to include sponsored content which fit into the 6-second timeframe Vine demands. Although ambitious, some companies stepped up to the challenge. Dunkin Donuts was the first company to purposefully make an ad in Vine format and ran it on TV before an instance of the Monday Night Football in September of 2013. The company kept posting ad-like videos on its Vine account, but not many others followed suit. Regarding the users who were regularly posting content, they found it extremely hard to do it as a job. With little room for brand collaboration or endorsement, and no way to get paid from Vine itself, content creators would have to continue treating Vine as a side endeavor and strongly consider migrating to platforms with a revenue scheme, such as YouTube. It certainly didn't help that the competition was getting fiercer, with Instagram and Snapchat adding video sharing in 2013 and 2012 respectively. All in all, Vine pulling the plug a little bit too early was probably the best thing to happen to the service, as it immediately skyrocketed to legendary status, and soon people were reminiscing about the good old days when Vine was still a thing. It's now time to get into the meaty and visual culture related part of the subject. What was so special about Vine? Did it change videos as an art medium? Is it undeserving of its nostalgic prestige? A quick disclaimer first, this following sections will focus on comedy Vines, as those are the ones I experienced firsthand back in the day. Let's start with Vine's most distinguishable feature, the hard limit on video length. By reducing all posts to 6 seconds, there is little commitment needed to view a Vine, and it allows a user to consume many in a short period of time. Watching one Vine just doesn't seem to cut it. Would you log into an app for 6 seconds to then immediately leave? Much like me being able to binge 5 20-minute episodes from a show, but struggling to start an hour-long movie, the promise of short, instant entertainment Vine offered was its best selling point. On the side of the video makers, the 6-second cutoff really pushed their creativity. To convey their vision within the time limit, jokes were fleshed out to the very minimum, cutting away setup and changing shots hurriedly.
You can't sit with us. Actually, Megan, I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids.
For added effect, the ending scenes were also cut short, leaving what happens next up to the viewer's imagination. More often than not, this enhanced the Vine's intentions.
Hey, yo, cut the music. Somebody left an ice cube on the ground and melted and now my sock is wet. Who the fuck wanna die?
Working with limited resources led to these time-saving techniques being unofficially implemented across the board, becoming a set of unwritten rules that one gets used to the more they see Vines. In a nutshell, the more you view, the more you get it. Some of these conventions were also caused by the fact that making Vine was a low-budget hobby, as we talked about before, and creators had to make scenes and props out of, essentially, thin air. Commonly exploited rules including putting random items on one's head to symbolize they were portraying a woman.
Oh, I like your accent. Where you from?
I'm Liberian.
Oh, my bad. I like your accent. Where you from?
One could also quickly change camera shots and angles to fake a conversation between two characters.
Hey babe, happy 1 year. I'm 27.
A hidden bonus the short video format granted was to be able to crop existing longer content, like longer videos, movies, shows, TV broadcasts, into a 6-second long highlight with the possibility of adding music on top.
No off-topic questions. Because I don't want to. No, permission denied. That's an off-topic questions. Next, you have been stopped.
This was mostly used for comedic effect and/or parodying. Once you witness when people can creatively put together in only 6 seconds, it's difficult to appreciate longer, less impactful videos. Another feature that was embedded into the platforms in the very beginning was looping. Once a Vine on your feed ends, it immediately starts playing for the start again and again. This made it easy to rewatch a Vine to both enjoy it and appreciate any details you have missed the first time around. Some Vines, however, exploited this feature on purpose to create endlessly looping videos that have no start or end.
What do these pills do?
They erase memory.
No way. What do these pills do?
They erase memory.
No way.
I personally find these feats of editing one of the most creative subgenres within Vine. It's important to not forget about the accessibility and reach of the service, which was what propelled it to fame in the first place. Vine was always 100% free to use when both generating and consuming content. There were no special paid profiles or ad-free versions of the app. All users started out in an even playing field. This combined with the app's ease of use, as it featured an in-app camera and editing tools so that your phone would be enough to get started. More ambitious posters used filmed cameras and more professional video editing software on their computers to craft their masterpieces. But those resources were absolutely not necessary. For these reasons, it is no coincidence that many agree that Vine was a place where Black creators thrived, starting trends within their own communities that would then spread to the rest of the platform. To them, we owe the now common idioms of being on fleek
We in this beach, finna get crunk. Eyebrows on fleek, the fuck.
To yeet something and many more.
Hey Terry, you want some? This bitch empty.
A lot of people within those circles felt that, after Vine, it would be difficult to have a social media service where they could shine as brightly. After all, it was a huge deal when KingBach surpassed Nash Grier to become the most followed account of Vine. It is the same accessibility which led Vine to be used for purposes far from comedy. In several instances, it helped spread important footage during crises, with a speed and closeness of filming journalists could never have. Such cases include the aftermath of the attack on the US Embassy in Turkey in February of 2013 and the Ferguson riots of August 2014. All in all, Vine's impact is undeniable. Some people literally owe their careers to the service, and for many others it was a major source of entertainment for months and even years. Its unique format and community distinguished it from the rest, and its short life will only make us miss it more. It's worth mentioning that several companies have tried to fill in the Vine-shaped hole inside of people's hearts for some years now, but none have yet reached its level of popularity and widespread use. For example, TikTok evolved from the app Musical.ly. It's also a video sharing platform with a focus on comedy. Their main differences with Vine are the slightly longer video length and the focus on lip syncing with existing songs and content. At the end of the day, a pioneer is a pioneer, and it will be difficult for any app to surpass Vine in its extremely curated niche of 6-second videos. Thanks for watching my critical video essay for the 2019 Horizon Schools of Visual Culture, Knowledge and Power. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave the full list of references down in the description box below, so it's easy to browse and click on all the links. Bye!